For my Teach It video on chapter 7, I chose to do the problem 2C19 on partial sums. Now this is a problem where a student added 7.5 and 2.8 and gets 9.13. Now, to point out the mistake that the student may have made when doing this, I concluded that most likely the student probably added 5.7 and 2.8 and may have started from left to right of this for this addition and would have gotten that the wrong answer for this. Now to explain to the student, I would most likely break down what partial sums is. Partial sums is all about understanding the place values of your numbers here. So to correct this mistake, I personally would continue to add, stack my numbers, line up my decimals, oops, 8 there, which is not the problem here, but remind the student they need to work from right to left, which would help the student see the mistake that they made, but most importantly to go back and explain a little bit on where these numbers 7.5 and 2.8, where their place values are. So on 7.5, we understand that 7 is in the ones place. And I personally would write ones above my 7. And here, it might be best to just start from that first. Have your ones place, and we know that the 0.5 is in our tenths place. And after the tenths, we have our hundredths place, but we have no hundredths place for this. I mean, we could put a 0 here to do that, but then we add zeros to all the other places. So we are in our tenths place. So we could write 0.1 for this to represent our tenths place. And then we put our numbers where they need to go. 7 goes over here. We're at our decimal point. Our 5 goes underneath the tenths place. And our 2 can go beneath the 7 in the ones place at our decimal. And the 8 goes in the tenths place. Now we are more closer to ready to add and find out where we went wrong. So if we add our tenths, we see 5 plus 8 equals 13. So when we do 13, I would continue at doing how we would add. We put down our 3, but we know we can carry our 1, because 13th, with 13ths, we know we are over that would move, it would move in this direction of our place value, of the number of our ones going up. So carry your 1. We have 8. 8 plus 2 is 10. And bring down our decimal, and we have 10.3, which is our correct answer. And this is seen because we know our tenths place grew over to our ones place because of it going up. We had to carry our 1 from our tenths place to our ones place because of our decimal change and move and understanding our place values. So that is one way to do it. You see how it carries over like that. I feel like it's almost easier to explain partial sums, maybe even with a bigger number. You you can use more place values, but partial sums is about simply understanding our place values and helping the students see and know the place values of on the right side and the left side of the decimal point. That is all for Chapter 7 on partial sums.